Welcome back to you for another yummy update. Did you know out of the top 50 altcoins in crypto, the top highest ranking 50, only 2 of them are above their all-time high from 2021. 2. Those coins are Ripple XRP and Tron, TRX, Justin Sun's coin. But they aren't, that's not the full story there. Why isn't it the full story? It's because both of those coins skipped 2021 bull market. They did not do well in 2021. Third cycle curse for XRP, and then Tron was just skipped it. See, Tron was an alternative Ethereum, and Tron still skipped the last bull market because the alternative Ethereum went to Cardano and Binance and Phantom. It was easy because they're EVMs compatible. So it was easier just to connect to Ethereum. Whereas Tron, it's not EVM. They change the configuration. You can't connect to it with your MetaMask. You have to use another wallet. You see that? And then Tron paid the price. It did, but now it gets to go up and do that. But here's the thing, man. The real chart is TRX ETH. Let's have a look at this. Let's see if it even gives you the full chart. And I just manually constructed the chart now. This is the chart here. Yeah, so this is pretty much a Tron was down like way down 92% against Ethereum. Actually, it actually did trade up here. It did trade up here. Down 95% against ETH. And then literally, you got to remember, this is a long time. But this is, my God, it literally from like 1, 2, 3, 4, done nothing for 4 or 5 years. And it's finally curling up. By the way, it's just back to December 2017 levels. My gosh, bro, you're still down. Man, this is Ethereum as well. My gosh, what will the BTC ratio look like? Down 75%. That's because Ethereum hasn't been moving as well. If you want to look at Tron versus Bitcoin, remember, you're just looking at ratios. You're still looking at the same coin. Yeah, this is Tron Bitcoin. There you go. That's the reality of it. Tron, you're still down 86% against Bitcoin since 2018. Far out, man. That's tough, dude. Yeah, so Tron hasn't literally gone nowhere against Bitcoin. It's interesting. It had this flush up here, but yeah, it's gone nowhere. I've just made a quick post to commemorate that, just so you see. Tron Bitcoin down 87% after 7 years. Now, if that makes you scared, look, something just to think about generally. This was a Donald Pump cycle. I know, like he wasn't paying attention to it, but it was. Donald Pump cycle was here. Imagine, like, not just Tron, but imagine all the altcoins came back to their 2017 thing. Kind of like a resurgence. Now, I want to also spread something to you, some friendship. I've noticed, for example, I heard, I think it was T-Bird, someone out here in PulseChain, they were like mocking me talking about ratios. And they said like, oh, retailers don't care about ratios, blah, blah, blah. But I had to interject and say, dude, I don't care about retailers. I care about you, okay? Ratios, they're not for retailers. They're for you to figure out whether you're getting scammed or not. It's for you to be able to tell, are you outperforming the core spears, like Bitcoin and Ethereum, or you're bleeding to them? Did somebody take a Bitcoin off you today and then give you 0.5 Bitcoin back to you in 5 years? Is that what they did? Because if you don't track ratios, they do that to people in crypto all the time. Basically, they take the real money from them, the Bitcoin and Ethereum, and they give you trash that you can't extract back. That's how you get grifted. I'm trying to help everybody. I'm not going to apologize. If retailers can't understand that, if you want to go watch leverage trading trash, if you want to go do backflips, get liquidated, like the $8 billion that got liquidated from Bybit the other day in the whole industry, yeah, be my guest. You can go do that. I'm not going to dumb down my content for people who don't know what's going on. Okay, there's plenty of people you can go watch it. I'm making content for people like me. I want to advance, evolve, grow, growth mindset, abundance mindset. That's what I want to do. I make content for people like me. I don't give a crap about people out here where they're like, oh, you know, I want to be in this thing for 48 hours. Okay, bro, if you want to go trade 48-hour stuff on USD pairing, go for it. Right? There's plenty of other mainstream channels that I watch, and I watch all the victims in the comment section as well. You know what I mean? Like everybody's just to let you know, friends, like the whole pump fund JPEG stuff, it's a response to what was happening with altcoins. Altcoins can't keep up at all because they just keep making a new story and a new narrative and a new this, and basically all the Bitcoin maxis were right. Product market fit fades away so fast, nothing is sustainable, right, long term. And then, yeah, people just keep, because it costs you nothing to make a coin, so they just keep making new coins. Now we actually have JPEG stuff, which it's like email spam. Yes, that's pretty much what it comes down to. But yeah, I believe there will be one more final pump. This big one. I believe this is the cycle. This has to be the cycle for it. Donald Pump is in. I'm still faithful. But yeah, remember, there's only 2 coins out of the 50 that are at the all-time highs. It was XRP and it's Tron. Yeah, and they were duds from 2021. Yep, so they kind of deserve it. But it tells you about the other 48. Now, one of them is Leo token, just a shitty debt token. Don't care about that. But yeah, that's it. Okay, and of course, Bitcoin, but that's not, I said altcoins, yes? And that kind of like tells you, hey, look at others BTC. Look at others BTC. Also, Tron and XRP, you are bleeding on your BTC ratio. So you're not really at all-time high. You just, it's US dollar for Ghazi. It's because Bitcoin's gone up so much and just dragged everything up. Friends, it would be like if the government printed $100 trillion of USA. It literally printed $100 trillion in a second. And then your salary, let's say you have a $50,000 salary in Americana. Let's say your salary went from $50,000 to $75,000. And then the government said, hey, you are 50% richer. Enjoy it. You'd be yelling at the government. You go, dude, you printed $100 trillion. The inflation went up like 20x. I'm poorer. I've got less purchasing power. Yeah, it's the same thing with crypto and altcoins. You have to beat the purchasing, but you have to like think about strategies. You got to beat Bitcoin to get the purchasing power. Okay. As we saw as well from today, friends. So PulseChain core coins been bleeding out a bit. I just want to show you, like, I don't have any evidence for any of this, but just what I think has happened is, do you remember when pHEX started moving out of nowhere? It just viciously went up. This is the pHEX to pulse ratio. Well, what ended up happening was, I noticed and everyone noticed, pHEX was going up. There was no new people. No one knew was like bridging in. No one cared. It was just, there was no one knew yelling. It was like, what was going on? It was like really weird. It feels like, now I'm just guessing, it feels like someone tried to cause a FOMO run just to start it, and it's just getting faded off. Yeah, it feels like it. Now, I don't have any evidence. I don't do the wallet watching. People who check the chain say, oh, looks legit. Okay, but, you know, that's, I don't know, man. You didn't make the chain, dude. You can make anything look legit if you made the chain. Also, to this day, like we all know, Richard pumped Hex to hit 55 cents. No one was ever able to find any trace of how he did it in 2021. Hex, not a single person, still to this day. It's the most scrutinized check thing. He obviously did it in a way where they didn't know. So he's got wallets that own shit coins that he considers poop, like maybe Chainlink or like synthetics, that people think, oh, I can't be Richard because he has other coins. You know what I mean? The PsyOps thing. But where do we go from here? Well, because that artificially pumped up and it's like it hasn't caused the FOMO run. Next thing, Richard makes the JPEG launcher, right? So he's basically doing the pump fund thing. So it's kind of like he's tried different strategies to do stuff, but ultimately, you know, it's just Ethereum, man. Ethereum is, friends, when Ethereum's got a 2 in front of it. Ethereum, yeah, 2,600. Ethereum hit $2,000 a few days ago, dude. Like, it's just ETH-BTC, round trip 8 years. That's the heavy anchor around all our necks. That's why we need Donald Pump, Eric Trump. They actually got to pump Ethereum. That's to bring in more buyers everywhere. So the biggest hits were Hex and pDAI. Now, that ratio you got to see in that thing, it looks like it's going to come back down to this weekly super trend, and maybe just it goes back the other way, and maybe it kind of synchronizes with Ethereum rising. But yeah, we'll see. Just guessing. It's logical, right, to reassess everything from this perspective. And maybe we got the new SEC regulations, friends. We had that breaking news today. So Hester Pierce, new task force, they're doing a retroactive clawback of friendship with altcoins. So they're saying, hey, if you were hard done by, come in and register, and retroactively you have basically, we're going to wave the white flag. Just stop pursuing us legally. Everybody put down their guns. Of course, their water pistols, and then everything's going to be cool. That's what they've said. He's just got to provide some information out here. So it's kind of showing that these things are moving in the right direction. They want to bring in the golden age of crypto, but that's been golden. When I hear golden age of USA in crypto, man, you got to bring back the 2017 pump, right? Because that's what we're looking for. Will the SEC approach now, is it going to help PulseChain? It should, but also, you know, Solana, friends, is classified by the SEC as a security back in July of 2023, and Solana went from $20 to 200. So it didn't stop it. And then you even had Pump Fund and all like egregious stuff out here launching on it. So this is the pDAI price chart. A lot of people were worried because Richard Hart, he made like 18 tickers. One of the tickers he made was DAI. So people are worried that, oh, that's the new DAI or something. Like, no, friends, it's mercenary traders moving around. The market's going to figure it out. So we can sell from other liquidity pockets and they go to jump in and like everything, friends, everything's going to do that same chart. Which is, and you've seen it, we've seen it all before, friends. I'll have to probably make another video just to go with you. So you have the chart here. Everything goes up, you know, it could be a few days, few weeks, who knows. But then everyone's like, this thing's just like never coming down. And then the first whack comes. And then it comes back. And then everyone's like, it's still good, it's still good. And then that, like that. Like that happens. And then after a certain period of time, yes, pretty much everyone was like, oh, I traded and I bought the top. They get very, very upset. And then the wallet watchers come out and they checked out who was shilling the coins. And they're like, hey, you were shilling this the way good. You don't like it anymore. What's right? And then that happens. That how do I know that? That's Solana stuff. That's what happened in Solana. That's pump fund JPEG stuff. That's short-term trading. That's what happened. So if you're comfortable with that and you're happy to trade with like lottery ticket money, 90% call, 10% lottery, then go for it. Just that no one wins as a whole unless there's new people bridging in. PulseChain needs that. Ethereum needs that. Yes. So otherwise it's just people swapping digits with each other. Also, the mind share of Richard Hart's tickers, the valuation of them is sharing it with the core coins now. So it's diluted stuff even more. Now the market's got to figure out what ratio it wants to allocate to that, right? That's something it's got to figure out. Remember, we got David Saxey with the golden age of crypto. He did say just a lot of generic stuff out here, but they're going to be working on a lot of stuff. It's awesome. Yummy update news for today as well. Tether printed $1 billion. This is what we need, friends. This is Tether printing $1 billion is new capital coming in. That makes the pie of crypto bigger. That's what actually makes it bigger. When Tether gets printed. Yes, this is actually the lifeblood of crypto. Tether. Remember as I still have my chart here. I haven't checked it in a while. This is Bitcoin with the global liquidity index, and then we have the red line is Tether. You see Tether, friends, they're like cranking it up again. They're at 140 billion now. 140 billion. Also, as a friendly reminder, friends, on top of this stuff, actually we've got more news as well. FTX repayments are coming in 2 weeks. That's like another Tether print. They're going to give out like 16 billion. I think maybe over like multiple tranches. Or some say tranches, friends, these days. And those people deserve some Habibi Albi music. That's beautiful. So FTX Bahamas repayments starting soon, 18th of Feb. Yeah, that's like another liquidity injection. Where they're getting their money from. I think they collected money from a lot of pieces. They have a $2.5 billion unlock of Sol, which they're probably going to have to dump as well. But yeah, I mean, like they can distribute this over time, so we'll see what happens. And super special again, friends. Ethereum. My Ethereum post here, I made it here for you. Please make sure you understand it. I know ETH beat ETH has done the nightmare scenario, which is like, look, it's not me. I'm not saying this. You are. You are the market. You see Bitcoin in a special category and altcoins in the dog shit pile. That's how you treat them. Yeah, it's not me. It's you. Go look to your left and right. That's how you all see it. Bitcoin, even with all the infinite supply of altcoins, Bitcoin doesn't lose its flavor. With the altcoins, they keep minting new supply. There's a new narrative, a new story. Things keep changing. And people keep sharing between them. Yeah? They keep sharing between them. Now, we're going to get the Bitcoin dominance rotation. So it's not over. But this Ethereum was meant to be the chosen one. Ethereum is the greatest altcoin. The liquidity smart contract on-ramps for everything. It is. However, it also dropped 87% down, 85% down after 8 years. So this is one of the most nightmare shocking charts of all time. There you go, 84, 85% after 8 years. So that's why people think, and they're scared. I know you're scared. You're saying, dude, if Vitalik can't make his coin go up, no one can. Hey, I'm trying to help you. That type of thinking, you think about it now, but you don't act on that now. Now's the time to be all in long still. Now's the time to be turbo long. Prices got cheaper. I wanted them to get more expensive. They got cheaper again and keep getting kicked in the nuts. I don't care. Cheap is cheap. I don't give a crap. I give a crap if there's euphoria. It's 12 months from now. We're January 2026 and everyone says super cycle, we're not coming down. That's when you should care. You know what I mean? Right now, there's nothing to be sweating bullets over. So in a nutshell, friends, look, even after all these, that's what you learn the lessons now. Well, we have learned the lessons. And yeah, it's been a very, very, very tough lesson. Like you already know, like you've lost 90% of your Bitcoin value by being in PulseChain after 4 years. Because Bitcoin, since PulseChain sacrifice, it's up 3.3x. And Pulse is down 50%. So you're down 90% pretty much. I think real number's like 85%. You pretty much just say round it down 90%. You're down 90% against Bitcoin. So you've lost. That's what, friends, I sacrifice. We've all been obliterated beyond the imagination. Okay, that's the ultimate truth. But also, Ethereum has lost since that time too. And we know we are slingshot leverage on ETH. So if you look at since this period of time, okay, if you want to look at where is July 2020, let's go look at when was the PulseChain sacrifice done? It was actually here. ETH BTC was up here. ETH BTC lost 67%. All right, so you know I'm gonna have to pause this video quickly, make a post just to tell everybody. And I've just done that right now here for you, friends, just to show you the picture. Nice, see the PulseChain sacrifice done there with the emoji. It's down the exact number, 64%. So yeah, so look, that's the risk you take, man. Like you don't know when it's gonna launch, you don't know the conditions. You're holding a long term. That's a swing of volatility. So that's my honestly, that's my barometer. That's my barometer. If ETH BTC since July 2021, if that's down 64% and PulseChain's down 90%, like yeah, that makes sense. You know. Now, what about if Pulse? What would a nice number be? And I'd be like, dude, I'm really, really happy right now. What that number would be? It would be if Pulse was about, I think, 4 to 5x higher than today, with Ethereum not moving right now. So Ethereum stay exactly where you are. That's why it's pretty hard to do this as well. You can't. It requires quite a bit of money to do this. So if PulseChain, instead of being here, if it was at around 2.5x day one sack. Yeah. If we were at 2.5x day one sack, that would be glorious. Okay, we're right here though. So if that happened with Ethereum though at 2,700, which is what it is now, you know, not Ethereum $4,000 or $5,000, because if Ethereum goes up, your hurdle rate goes higher. You know, like I'm not saying like don't have a defeatist attitude. I'm just trying to put things into perspective here for you. You take on the risk, your slingshot leverage on that. That's what happens. You know, that's what happens. Your leverage on Ethereum, which is leverage on Bitcoin, and then Ethereum couldn't even match it. You know, but this is the big year that things are meant to change. Now, look, like I say, man, like I don't like saying, oh, but the other person's doing worse. I don't like that attitude for anything. That's loser attitude. All right, okay. Don't look at people like losing and go, oh, it's not losing that hard. No. Okay, you gotta look at the winner and go, why aren't I winning? That's how we win. Though the truth is, if we still go back, I know, man, this is how I stay grounded, right? You go back to every single cycle. 2013 February, which is where we are now. 2013 February, 2017 February, 2021 February. You go back to every single cycle. Doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter the ones that moved early, the 2021 one. If you are looking at your portfolio right now, you still weren't happy. Like you haven't changed your life at all. Not even close. Right? Not even close. In any of those times. In the altcoins and the rotation yet. Okay, so that's the truth. That helps, that at least helps things stay grounded. Also, friends, I know it's like I got to remind everyone, man. I'm not here to stick up for anyone, but and I know Richard doesn't need me to stick up for him. I promise you, friends, I'm here 18 hours a day, man. PulseChain has only existed with ETH-BTC going down. Yeah. If it's literally like you're trying to run a race and your ankles are tied. And someone's watching you and they go, oh, you're not a fast runner. And I'm trying to tell you, dude, you've only seen that person run with their ankles tied. Yeah. They're trying to run that cute little egg race, you know, in the backyards and stuff out here with a little egg in the spoon, but their ankles are tied. You don't know. You've only seen them handicapped. Yeah. But like I said, I don't like having that edge. I never like thinking about it. Like, no, there's always a way to win, but it's the God honest truth. We're totally handicapped. But yeah, but now you're probably wondering, man, can Ethereum stop handicapping us? Yeah, but then, like I said, Ethereum guys might say, hey, Russell 2000, stop handicapping us. And then the Russell 2000 guys will say, hey, US Fed, start stimulating and stop handicapping us. Yeah, and then the US Fed says, okay, stop buying all these inflationary items. You see what I mean? It goes all the way around, man. It's all the way around. It is what it is, okay? It is what it is. So that's your yummy update. Like, subscribe, press the belly button, and all. Catch you soon.